puppy during quarantine. We're back today to talk about environmental conditioning. It is a huge part of socialization that I think a lot of times we overlook. So environmental conditioning is getting dogs used to different places, different textures. If you've ever had a dog that barked when you put up the Halloween scarecrows, or if they got really upset if you moved the furniture, those are dogs that haven't probably were not exposed to a lot of varied environmental, different environments as a puppy. Okay, so I've spent the last 20 years working in Greyhound Rescue. We've had quite a few Greyhounds of our own and fosters come through the house, and these are dogs that come from a pretty sterile background. They're at the farms and they're at the track. So my very first one, I remember, was very confident with people because she'd been well socialized with people. But if we were taking a walk and there's a change in grade in the sidewalk, she would stop. We once went to a national park where there was a graded staircase, and we got halfway down and she just stopped and just stood still, and she was a 60-pound dog, so I ended up having to carry her because she was not used to things that didn't look right. So we can help to build a more confident puppy by exposing them to a lot of different things. So over the course of we're filming this over the weekend, but over the course of the next 5 days that we put out videos, you're going to see us show you how to introduce a wide variety of different environments. Water. Okay, so this pool clearly is not for Luna. Luna's a 4-pound Chihuahua. This is my German Shepherd's pool. So when people say, "Oh, you're just going to put her in there? You're just going to dump her in there?" No. Think about when growing up. If you were pushed into the pool before you were ready, okay, didn't it tick you off? And we don't want that. We don't want you getting annoyed. We don't want the dog getting annoyed with whoever forced the issue, okay? And we don't want to create a situation where then we're creating a fear of water. So you're going to see over the next couple of days how I do that and make it on her terms, okay? So we've got lots of fun things to show you. Basically what I want you to do is be creative. But we're going to start with this, okay? This is a nail board. So this is not only a different texture that she's going to get used to feeling, excuse me, but we're also going to teach her how to use it to file nails. Very important when our groomers are not open, to help them keep their nails short until they can get to the groomer again. It's taught in steps. Okay, so tonight I'm going to show you the first step, which not only helps get her accustomed to the board, but gets us started on this process. And in the comments, I am going to show you a video that I took over the course of 2 to 3 weeks with a dog at work that I taught the whole process to, so you can see step by step what we do, okay? But first we start with the intro. So Luna's sniffing around, right? But she's interested. She knows we're in training mode here, so she's very excited. So all I'm going to do is put the board down, and at first I'm going to click and treat any interaction. I want to make her interested in this board. And by the way, so you guys know what this is just some plywood, right? Cut down to the size of the sanding paper. You want to use a fine grade at first, okay? And as they get used to it, you can get rougher and rougher with the grades. I've lost my dog. She'll be back here though. But here's what I'm going to do. I'm going to put this down. At first, I'm going to click and treat any sniffing. I want her to know, when I interact with that, good things happen. And then as she's interacting with it more and more, I'm going to start to hone in on what I'm clicking on. Okay, I'm going to start to be more clear. Instead of just nosing it, I'm going to click and treat any paws on the sheet. Okay, and we'll go from there. Here she is, ready to go. Luna today is dressed as Captain Marvel. We don't have the rights to that, so we'll call her Captain Mabel. Okay, so we're going to put this down, and out of curiosity, she'll probably sniff at it, and I'm going to click and treat. Right away, she sat on it. That's good, because ultimately what I want her to do is target it with her paws. Right now, she's guessing, right? This is the great guessing game, but dogs like to play games. I'm going to actually give her a treat over here so she gets off the board. Let's see what she does next. Good. So I'm clicking and treating now for front paws on the board. She thinks that means she has to sit on the board. That's okay. I'm I'm going to time the clicker because she's wanting to sit on it. It makes sense to her because sit has probably been the most rewarded behavior that she's done. So I'm going to make sure to time my clicker with the timing of just those front 2 paws on the board. I'm not going to put a verbal cue on it right now. I'm going to wait till I can build the whole behavior. Again, you'll see that in the other video if you're interested in teaching this whole process. You'll see that in the other video that I will post a link to. I'm going to just wait and see. What is she going to do for me? If she stares at me long enough, I'll just walk around. I won't give her any direction. She doesn't need it. But she's interacting with it. It feels weird. It's sandpaper, right? So it feels weird under her pads. And even if she just, again, she's trying to see, what can I do now? What's rewardable now? Okay? So we're going to just click treating that interaction. What I want to see is her automatically going there as soon as she gets treated. Okay, that's when I know she's ready for the next step. Okay, so we do this 1 to 2 minutes at a time, right? Now I want to talk about some other things. Earlier today we filled up the pool for my shepherd. I got a click treater while I have opportunity here. Obviously it's too tall for her, but as my shepherd was swimming in there, she jumped up on the side. She wanted to see what was in there, and she was getting sprayed at the same time because the hose was on. And I click treated that too, that exploratory, that getting sprayed in the face. Those are things that I don't want anything to shake her as she gets older. So these are things that we're going to help build her exploratory nature and help her learn that navigating new environments isn't scary. Okay, thank you so much. We'll see you later. Be safe.